G'day, Andrew here from Top Wire Traveller. Lots of people ask whether I can do a bit of a walk around in this truck, so here we go. Let's have a bit of a look around. Righto, so what do we have here? Starting at the bottom, 19.5 inch super singles, alloy super singles. All this was supplied by All Terrain Warriors in Yandina in Queensland. Parabolic leaves under there. The shocks are actually ones I put in. They're gas shocks, double acting gas shocks. They make a big difference to the ride quality. Wheels at the back, obviously, and the reason for super singles, apart from a better ride, is they give you the same wheel track front and back. So you notice the back ones are dished out, front ones are dished in, and that gives you the same wheel track, which is really handy through sand or mud. And the back springs have been replaced by parabolics and shocks again. People have asked what the yellow things are for on the wheels. They're wheel nut indicators. The wheel nuts start to come loose. You can see straight away by the arrow. You can see the arrows moved. Hiding in behind the cab here is breather kit. That's for rear diff, front diff, gearbox, transfer case, and both fuel tanks. We have two spares, one underslung, as you can see, off the chassis rail. Another one hiding in here. That's actually a slide out. So you drop the lid down and pull the slide out and winch it down to the ground. In this top cupboard there's a second battery system for the truck. It runs an inverter in the cab and some USB ports, and it's got Anderson plug outlets for compressor and whatever else we might need. And then the rest of it's just taken up with storage, recovery gear, compressor, all the rest. Up behind the storage boxes are 4 Max Tracks. I just grabbed an old Rhino rack, cut it in half, and bolted it on. So you can use the standard Rhino rack brackets. The right hand side, storage boxes are just that. A whole lot of stuff. It's all our gear that we carry around with us. People have asked why we have the boxes stepped, as you can see there. The reason for that is when you're packing up the wedge tail, you need to get up there where the canvas is and tuck it in. So it's just a sort of a landing for us to get up on and walk along. Right, on top of the storage boxes is a 60 watt solar panel. This was just a leftover I had. I was going to replace it with a bigger one, but you don't really need to. This one runs into the second battery system, which is strapped down underneath. There's 240 litre fuel tanks, one on the left hand side and one on the right. Each one has a separate fuel filter, and in here is a switch, which is a manual switch. They're not, the tanks aren't connected, but there's no crossover, kept separate just in case there's a contamination problem in one tank or a hole in one tank. And a switch on the dashboard to switch it over. And it's a switch, left tank or right tank. So the fuel gauge is common to both. This here is a Donaldson water separator. Now at the moment it's disconnected. It's a long story, but it's disconnected at the moment. It was connected after these filters and before the final filter, just up before the engine. Right, water tanks. This is just I looked at a whole lot of options. This is a simple idea that I guess between All Terrain Warriors and us, we came up with, it's just two 40-litre tanks, one on top of each other and one set on either side. Really basic, just a simple filler, simple drain plug, no pumps, no nothing, just really simple, and it works really well. Gives us another 160 litres of storage, which is really useful. A powder coated black alloy winch bar with run bar, 17,500 pound winch with dynamo rope. The light bar is a core light bar, which I put on afterwards. That aerial there's a GME aerial for UHF. Sticks up high above the cab because we had a lot of trouble with a shorter one actually receiving signals from behind us. This one seems to have solved the problem, so that's good. And at the back here, under the back of the tray, that what you're looking at there is a tow bar winch bar combination, bolts on. Again, 17,500 pound run the winch, dynamo rope, and hiding in under there somewhere is a 24 to 12 volt converter for the trailer wiring. Inside the cab here we've got the RAM mount for the iPad. We use HEMA maps on the iPad for our GPS, and to power that we use the inverter up here, and as you can see the twin USB ports down here, and right now we're charging GoPro, so it's really handy for all the phones and cameras and all those devices. This is a switch. This one's for the Selfie Go, which is a mobile phone booster. That's for lighting inside the cab here, and down here is a spot, just in case we get into trouble, spot. These are drawers, that top drawer's clothing and all the rest. There's another drawer behind this box. This box we use as a kind of a glove box. The drawer behind this box is on a an old fridge slide I had. Just use that, slides out the back, out that way behind the passenger seat. Up here between the two consoles we've got the two-way mounted. It's a pretty old one. It's probably 13, 14 years old. It's starting to look a bit rough and ready now, but took the mirror bracket off because it's not needed. Got a stainless steel bracket made up to hold the two-way. It's a pretty good spot for it actually. Don't have a suspension seat. I was going to get one and then changed the shocks to the double acting gas shocks and decided I didn't need it anymore. Probably the biggest thing about a dual cab is you need to get under the passenger seat to get to the engine, so no one's really come up with a solution for a more comfortable passenger seat yet in a dual cab. A couple of other things hiding in the dashboard. That one's a Tow Pro Elite brake controller. This button down here, which is nearly impossible to see in this light, is just a switch for the light bar. The tray itself is mild steel. The reason for that, my logic is you damage it or it gets cracked or something like that in the middle of nowhere, anyone can weld mild steel, but not a lot of people can weld alloy out in the middle of nowhere, so that's why we went with steel. Yeah, it's a lot heavier, but we're willing to sacrifice that for, I don't know, reliability, I guess, or repairability. Hiding in under here, you'll see one of 6 spring mounts. for the tray. The tray is sprung mounted. That is absolutely brilliant. The tray doesn't twist and bend, so they don't damage the tray, and probably more importantly, the chassis can flex and do what it wants independently of the tray, so you're not putting load back into the chassis. Of all the modifications on this truck, these spring mounts would have to be number one. They're really good. You can see the tray just sitting there doing its own thing independently of the cab and the chassis. You can see that in the rear vision mirror as you go out of rough stuff. Really good. And of course, last but not least, is the wedge tail camper bolted onto the truck. The tray, 4 places. You can put legs on it, wind it up, drive the truck out from underneath. We hardly ever do that though, because it's so easy to pack up. We just pack the whole thing up and take it with us. So there you go. I think that's about it. If there's anything that you want to ask about or anything I've missed, just let me know in the comments and I'll try and add it to the video. Thank you. See ya.